What's the difference between capitalism, socialism, and communism? Communism is a stateless, classless, moneyless society that has developed beyond a need for private property rights. But private property doesn't mean your toothbrush or your iPhone. These are personal property. Things you own to use personally. Private property are things you own so that others can't use them without paying you a little bit of rent first. This includes housing you don't live in as a landlord, a factory you don't work in as a business owner, or land and natural resources. Private property is the backbone of a capitalist system, and when you own more of it, you're getting way more money way faster than people who are working for their money. That means that you can afford to buy more private property, creating a cycle where all of the wealth and power generated by everyday hardworking people gets siphoned up to fewer and fewer people at the top. Socialism is when you break that cycle in a way that's developing your economy toward communism. This can be done by having more people owning the homes they live in, by more workers owning the factories they work in collectively, having land and natural resources also managed collectively, and nationalizing strategic industries and monopolies to operate them for the good of society instead of for profits. When industries like drilling for oil or making weapons are privately owned for profit, it creates an incentive for the capitalists who own those industries to use their profits and power to send their country to war or to prevent renewable energy production, so they can sell more weapons and more oil and keep all of the profits. When an industry is nationalized, that means it's no longer privately owned. It's publicly owned by the government. The governments can spend the profits of this industry on the needs of the people. And when that government's controlled by a communist party, they're using those strategic industries they've nationalized to develop the country toward communism. And that transition itself is commonly referred to as socialism.